Hey Aries, I meant to press the pause button. I was in the middle of your read about, I don't know, 10 minutes in, and I pressed the stop button. And so now it's just gone. Okay, so I'm just going to start over again. Aries, there is a situation that you are trying to avoid. You're trying to get away with some sort of naughty behavior that you caused, Aries. To be fair is sitting here. Is their first card out. I also want to let you know that the reason I I stopped the reading was because my dogs started barking and they were howling like, oh, like howl at the moon, you know? And there is something in that for you, Aries. I think that there is a big, loud situation around you that you are unable to avoid, okay? You are no longer going to be able to avoid it. It's going to be loud in your face, howling at you. Like you're going to have to stop the video and take care of this. I think you have to make something right because it's probably, I wonder if you have a North Node in Libra. Aries, we have the North Node in Aries and the South Node in Libra. But I wonder if you have a North Node in Libra. It's like this is your, like, you have to make situations right. If you do anything naughty and self-serving, Aries is known for that. That's a shadow side, and it's okay. We all have it. I'm not jabbing you, I promise. If you are doing something naughty, maybe you are, well, you're avoiding something. You're avoiding trying to make you are avoiding making something right with somebody, Aries. There's going to be a very loud situation. I don't know. I think you're probably hearing it within you. It's like constant replay, like, oh, this situation happened, and you can't get it out of your mind. You can't not pay attention to it anymore. I think you've been trying to avoid it. You've been doing all you can. Look at this. None of these are looking at you. They're not looking forward. Keep looking. Watch. Looking to the side, like trying to avoid, like what? There's not a problem. I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't do this. You know, here it is again. Avoiding, avoiding, avoiding. But then, and then here's this as well. All these cards, and here's this. Sadness. And then boom, all of a sudden you get the strength to come forward and say, you know what, I messed up. I am so sorry. I think that someone is, if you're dealing with a person, Aries, then you are avoiding them like the plague because you don't want to apologize. You don't want to look wrong. You don't want to look like you made a mistake because Aries is the emperor, right? Well, the emperor makes mistakes too, Aries. And that's okay. We all do. It's okay to make mistakes. It's not okay to avoid apologizing and owning your mistake, okay? You've got to apologize. You have to own it. You have to stop doing this. Cowardly lion. This is coward energy. Don't be a coward. You're not a coward, Aries. If anything, you're not a coward. Look at this. Different energy. This landed on this. It's like you're trying to avoid it. You're holding back. You're not talking about a situation that happened, and all of a sudden you're going to be, I think Spirit has a constant replay in your head about a situation that happened with you and another person. And maybe that other person apologized to you, Aries, and you were like, oh yeah, it's all your fault. You know, like, oh yeah, thanks for apologizing. But you didn't apologize for your part in it. And I think you're feeling alone right now. I think you're feeling very much alone. She's sitting there. Here's the lion again. The lion is frozen. deep freeze. I think Spirit has you in a timeout. A timeout so that you can get the strength. Here's another Leo card. You might be dealing with a Leo, or you might have strong placements in Leo. Maybe you have a Mars in Leo, because this is all about taking action, and you're not taking action. You are doing everything you can to avoid this situation and apologizing to somebody. I'm going to make it real quick for you, because I already did, like I said, a 10-minute reading that was messed up because the dogs were howling loudly. You cannot avoid that. You cannot avoid this situation, Aries. I pressed stop instead of pause, and then it just stopped my video completely. So I think you're going to have to push stop on your life to make something right. It's like you want to move forward, movement. The only way to move forward is by, and I say that maybe you have a North Node in Libra because of this compass card. Or maybe you have a moon or a rising, or I don't know, it kind of feels like a North Node energy to me. So this is for someone out there that is avoiding apologizing, making something right with someone. This is your North Node. In order for you to move forward, you have to look someone in the eye and swallow your pride and ego, hold your ego back, look someone in the eye and say, I'm sorry, I fucked up. It was actually my fault. It wasn't your fault. I allowed you to take the blame, but it was mine. And I'm sorry. I think you're learning something from many people around you. I think there's many people around you. There's all these animals around this person. And I think you're learning something from someone. There might be someone that you have put on a pedestal that you really admire and look up to. And you might be seeing them here shortly. This is a situation for someone. You might see them apologize and take accountability for something they did. And you're going to observe that, and you're going to take that into your psyche and be like, oh my God, oh, I need to apologize. That's why they're not talking to me anymore. You know, like you didn't apologize. Something is unclear, it has been unclear for you, but you're about to see the truth in a situation. I think Spirit has you literally in a void. You have two voids, the void and the void. Okay? I think you've been avoiding a situation, and Spirit has you in a timeout so that you can reflect on this, really reflect and gather some information about, maybe this has happened a lot for you. Maybe you've done this a lot, Aries, because this is a never-ending story that keeps happening for you. And it's because you keep getting orphaned, right? You keep maybe this is a breakup or something, or a friend, or I don't know. You keep feeling all alone. You're like, why is this happening to me? Why does this keep happening to me with this never-ending story? Well, I think you're going to start seeing something very clearly, because I think Spirit is like, just like with the dogs howling, not just barking, howling. Whoa! You know, like, what the hell? Where did that come from? I think Spirit is making it very known to you. With this card here, the eye is just screaming at me like, it can't get any clearer. Spirit is washing any kind of hazy fog out, and your vision's going to be crystal clear, like a newborn baby, right? Your vision about this situation is going to be crystal clear, Aries. You might even be crying about the situation privately. I think Spirit is transforming how you see either this person, or I think it's the situation. I think that you are I think this happens a lot. I think that you are constantly avoiding apologizing. You are constantly trying to get away without, you're trying to get away. You don't want to take accountability for something, and I think it happens a lot. I don't think you want to take accountability for many things. And that's why there's a never-ending story for you, Aries. You don't want to be at fault. You don't want to look like you're weak. You don't want people to see you as soft. You want to be in control, and you want others to think that it was their fault. Something happened here, and it happens over and over and over again. Look at all those swords. And I feel like you're starting to see the absolute truth that it's time for you to make something right. Right? You have home here underneath here. This says the soul. I think your soul knows, and your soul is like creating this dark space for you and a void. I feel like Spirit has you in a timeout so that you can really reflect on this situation and many of situations that are similar to this, right? Many situations that you keep finding yourself in because why? It's because of you. You are the answer to your problems. You are the reason that there is a never-ending story. And that's what Spirit is changing. There's all these butterflies around this person's eye. There's a transformation happening about how you see situations and how you see past situations that have happened and why you were left alone, why someone gave up on you, Aries. Did someone give up on you? Is that what happened here? And now you feel all this lonely energy, right? Alone, alone. You have all these responsibilities and all these things that depend on you. Here you are, the rock, right? I think it's time for you to realize with time. I think it's time for you to see the truth of your situation. And I think that Spirit is bringing that in loud and clear. There's a lot of power when you see the truth about a situation, a person, place, or a thing. There's a lot of power that comes from that. When you see that maybe you are the one that has been the problem, maybe you've been avoiding or lying or doing some sort of deceptive behavior, right? Trying to avoid apologizing, because then you don't have to take accountability. It's brought a lot of sadness to you, Aries. It's time to see the truth of the situation, okay? It's time to gather all the information that you've had in the past and all the situations that have you thinking, oh, why is this happening again? Well, really, take a good look. Why is it happening again? That's great. Ask the question, why is this happening again, Aries? It's because you haven't been seeing clearly. You are getting ready to. I think you're going to be shocked. So this card says, Star Keeper, Cosmic Ancestor, seed the light by staying grounded. Here you are again, all by yourself, in a bubble. You're perfect, right? You're not perfect. None of us are perfect. You're beautiful in all your flaws, okay? You're not perfect. Nobody wants to be perfect, and you shouldn't want that either. It's okay to make mistakes, and it's definitely okay to say, I'm sorry. It's so wanted and needed. It literally is your only path forward. You need to make something right. This is part of your North Node, your destiny. And you're going to stay in this void. You're going to be in this stuck energy all by yourself, unable to move forward until you learn that it's okay to make mistakes, and it's definitely needed. You're definitely needing to apologize for something, and it's okay to apologize. It's okay to learn from your mistakes. As long as you're learning, don't apologize if you don't see that there was an issue. Keep going on with this never-ending story if that's what you want to do, Aries. Keep lying to yourself. Keep lying to yourself. You're going to be alone. Here you are, alone, 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 alone. Oh my God, there's all these cards of being alone. Like you're gonna continue being alone until you learn to apologize. That's the only way forward. Movement. That's the only way there'll ever be movement in your life. That's the only way there'll ever be any kind of happiness for you. Here you are again, alone. That's the only way, is if you look a situation, a person, place, or thing in the eye and speak your truth. You know what? I appreciate you apologizing to me and taking accountability for what you did. Allow me to take accountability for what I did. I apologize for whatever. ... Ellipsis. Put your ending there. Yeah, there's like some sort of conflict. You're probably sitting at home, conflicted, trying to get a new perspective about a situation of why you keep holding back from apologizing or making something right with someone. It is part of your fate. Fated relationship. But I think you fear and have anxiety that maybe it's over. Maybe this relationship is over because you can't speak your truth. You can't say, you know what, I fucked up. I'm not perfect. I don't ever want to be. And I know you're not perfect and I don't want you to be. And I always want to apologize. I always want to make something right with you because I love you. If in fact you do love this person, right? It's a fated relationship, friendship, whatever. Like I care about you. It could be a partnership at work, whatever the situation is. It's left you feeling all alone. Look at this. It's like you're doing a lot of reflecting, and you need to, Aries, because you need to see that whatever, this energy is not okay to be in, okay? You can't keep avoiding people, situations. You can't keep trying to get away with something. You're trying to avoid apologizing, making something right. And I keep saying that. And here's the tower. You're going to get a tower, one after another, one after another. And it's going to happen in no matter what relationship you're in, no matter what situation you're in, because this is Spirit trying to wake you up. Wake the fuck up. This is your wake-up call. I don't know why. This is your wake-up call, Aries. What other advice do you have? Do you have a timing card? I think you are doing a lot of self-reflection, and that's why there's 2 void cards here. You're trying to avoid something, and Spirit's like, okay, you want to avoid something? Yeah, there was a tower in the past. This happened. This already happened. This happened already, and you need to make something right. Yeah, you need to do some healing there. You might be dealing with a Sagittarius, or you have strong Sag in your chart. There's some sort of healing. The only way you can heal a situation is if you are truthful about it and you offer some sort of loving. It's like you see, right? Oh my gosh. It's like you see that you need to offer some sort of apology. And it's not just a little one like, hey, sorry about the other day. No, it's something a little bigger than that. That would have been a page otherwise. It's like you are offering some sort of apology because you've learned something, right? You've gathered some sort of information and you're learning. You're learning. This is great movement, Aries. Sorry I was so harsh with you. But it's like you keep doing this, and you might be feeling this way about your situation, maybe about yourself, like feeling really hard on yourself. Don't be hard on yourself. Learn from the situation and move forward, right? Move forward. The only way to do that is to learn. Learn from it. Grow. Grow. Allow yourself to grow. Allow yourself to be you, but allow yourself to be soft a little bit. Go ahead and apologize if you made something messy, if you messed something up, okay? Anyway, I keep saying that. So I'm sure you got the point, right? When I was shuffling, the cards didn't want to pop out. They were very resistant. It was very resistant energy. It was just like, it was just very resistant. And it's, I think you're going to be amazed at the outcome when you do finally apologize to someone. I think you will be very happy, because I don't think this person wants to have you gone. I don't think they want you out of their life. I think that they want you to apologize, though. And I know that's a big deal. When your ego's really being loud, it's hard to apologize. You need to soften your ego, come to some sort of, do some meditation. I know that's hard for Aries usually, also meditating. But you really do need to come forward and be strong for yourself. And you need to be strong for someone else that is hoping that you apologize to them so that you guys can both move forward together. I know there's some fear attached there, but you do need to move forward and tackle your fear. You're not a very fearful person usually, Aries. And just step forward. There's 228 cards here. I just noticed. 28, 28. You might be seeing 28 a lot. There's 238s here too. That is 1. 1, 1. You have a 1 here. You're at the end of this. This is the end of this cycle, whatever this is for you. This is the end of it. Okay? You're starting on a new cycle, and this new cycle, this new path forward, you're going to have to speak your truth and stand in truth to be fair. You have to be fair. Justice, right? Bring justice to the situation by apologizing. Look them in the eye and say, I fucked up and I'm sorry. I love you. Or whatever the case may be. Okay? Love and light. I hope you guys have a great day.